I think we are back now. Brother Kwacho Hume. We are back on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah. Brother Yaba. Yeah, very difficult. As I say in TikTok studio. No, yeah. It's a moment here. Maybe we for moment. Yeah, Susie, I see you. Share screen. CGFNS. Okay, share. Yeah, so but there's a moment, YouTube for a moment screen. True merit. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That was for some who are Mr. Momontato was saying. And you know, set a bacon and 2% will start here. And I'm saying, I said, say, more joining this year. No, I think year started. 2% will try Nclex. Obey then start. Maybe you have the money. How do you start? Registration we are making. What will to me? But you now feel say, oh, are you wearing? Where is the lady? Lady now, Maya. Okay, yeah, Maya. Yeah, and see, oh yeah, general nurse. Oh, the CGFNS na your go to. And now, yeah, what degree in midwifery in SWA, you can still use it. Especially more my diploma in nursing, the degree in diploma in midwifery, degree in nursing, and a diploma in psychiatry, public health, degree in nursing. Also, you can use this straight away. But midwives and any generally more midwives, public health nurses, psychiatry nurses, no, you guys use the ERES. And you know, it's a film what joining here. Yeah. We are talking about the Nclex process. And I said, we have two ways you can start with the registration. So the traditional way we know, and I said personally, that's what I use. Say, you first of all start with the credentials evaluation people, where they will evaluate your transcript and say, your academic qualification is equal to that of America. So if you're a general nurse, public health nurse, psychiatry nurse, midwife in Ghana, you can write Nclex Rn. The only difference is that during the evaluation stage, for instance, the one I've opened up, if you're on YouTube and you can see me, I've just opened up the True Merit or CGFNS. It's formerly called CGFNS, but now it's called True Merit. So with this one, thank you so much. If you are on this one, if you're a general nurse, you can use it. If you are a midwife who has a degree, you can use it. Public health nurses with degree, you can use it. Psychiatry nurses with degree, you can use it. Like you're a diploma midwife, diploma in mental health nursing, diploma in public health nursing, then you would not want to start with this. But the whole idea is, especially in Ghana or any part of the world, after you have passed your exams, you still have to come back to True Merit or CGFNS to enable you get some what we call visa screen. So let me just take it one by one. So I want to start my Nclex process. First of all, I need to evaluate my credentials. After I've done the evaluation with my credentials, when they deem it fit for me to proceed, I would have to register with the nursing board. So I was just putting in so that we see how to go through the CGFNS. When I do the nursing board registration, depending on the requirements of the nursing board, once I fulfill them, some of them you have to do a test. For instance, with New York Board of Nursing, you would have to do what we call child abuse and I think so, yeah, infection prevention. So I wanted us to go through the step-by-step approach so that we can appreciate the whole thing. So we are starting with the CGFNS. Yeah. So let's do CGFNS. So you just go into your browser like I did with mine. I use Chrome, CGFNS, and it brought me here straight away. I don't know if you guys can see that. Maya. Oh, and is it degree or diploma? Oh, okay. I mean, it doesn't matter. We won't do it anyway. We just put in the details and then yes, so yeah, it doesn't matter. So yes, CGFNS now. So that's the first thing you do. But the other way is also you can start. That's what we did. I did with RN Glory, especially with the nurses. You can just go straight away with the board of nursing and be straight away. We have board of nursing and then you come back to do the CGFNS. Okay, so let's go through CGFNS in Wakaka, but let's go through it. It's my boss CGFNS. Yeah. I don't know if those on YouTube can see me. Yeah, it's just Gorman. Yes, I don't know why you guys are. It's okay. Yeah, but I don't know how. It's more confusing me. Okay, right. So the process proper. I think we've explained about. We've talked about how to go about the process and all that. And it is a process, If you're a general nurse or any of our specialty areas with a degree, you can start with CGFNS. That is the traditional way. Or you can also do the board of nursing first. So especially for the nurses, you can straight away. So the other way I was going to talk about is where you can use the nursing board straight away. And I think that's what Gorman is asking. So for instance, the New York Board of Nursing, and that is what we did the last time. So the New York Board of Nursing, what you do is that once you register with them, they will give you forms where you send it to your school. Once your school evaluates and fulfill their part, sign and send it, they will post it back to them. Then they will give you that once they think that you qualify to write the exams, they will give you the attestation to write, or they'll give you the go ahead to write the exams. Once you have the ATT and you initiate it, so you have to pay money to PSCU to do ATT, which for the New York Board of Nursing, it can last you for up to 6 months, and then you write the exams. But what the point is that after passing the exams, you will still need CGFNS because you need what we call the visa screen to enable you to travel outside or to come to the United States. And you can start with the board, the New York board, and it is, I think it is good for those who have issues with NMC in a sense that, for instance, those of us who just completed school or those of us who just completed national service, you don't have to wait for your PIN because with the New York board, you don't need NMC, so you don't need your PIN, you don't need all your certificate from NMC to be able to write, to be able to do the registration. So New York Board of Nursing will give you that leverage or the leeway to skip NMC and its issues, but until after the exams. But you still come back to CGFNS anyway. So if you have your NMC PIN, you have NMC certificate, you've already bought your clearance form, I will tell you to start with CGFNS. And that's what we were going to go through about your TSS. So I hope the confusion is solved. But so if you're a new graduate, if you just finish your rotation, you're waiting for your PIN, you're waiting for your license, you don't even have clearance, or they've not signed your clearance form, then I would encourage you to use the New York Board of Nursing. But the problem is, our midwives cannot use the New York Board of Nursing. I'm not sure about I'm not sure about mental health nurses and public health nurses, but I know that some of them cannot use that board. So we are going to the traditional way where it will suit everybody. So if you are a nurse, or if you're a nurse, if you're a general nurse, degree midwifery or diploma midwifery degree in nursing, if you have any degree on top of your midwifery or nursing, whether psychiatry or public health, you are good to start with CGFNS. You are good to go. But if you don't have all of this, or the midwives, you can just go straight away to ERES. Let me put that on top. So this is CGFNS. Midwives need here. Those on YouTube, I'm sure you can see me. It's midwives need here anyway. So midwives need here now. ERES. It says Foreign Credentials Evaluation Service. And almost this is how the midwives look like. That's not what we are talking about, Charlie. It is about more we are midwife. And recently I was told the psychiatric nurses are having issues with ERES. So that's why we are pushing this agenda. So if you're a midwife and you have the means, please, you can start. So if you're a midwife, this is where you want to start from. Please, I can't see your screen. Yeah, the screen is on YouTube, Papa Nest TV. So if you're a midwife, into Maya and Co, all the midwives, for instance, Maya is a midwife. So Maya will use this one. Maya will not use CGFNS. But like I said, after everything, you will still need CGFNS. So I would encourage everyone, especially Maya and Co, if you're a midwife and you want to do the Nclex, you have to make sure you get your degree before you get to that point, so that bounce. So if you're a midwife, this is for you. ERES. If you are a mental health nurse, psychiatry, I'm told now ERES, they are having issues with them. So I probably have to talk to Prof and see. Like I said, if you have degree in any of the courses, if you are the diploma nurse, degree general nurse, then you are good with CGFNS. And we just go back to CGFNS. But more YouTube, can you see this? Can you see? Let me see if the YouTube people can see me. Please, we're going to talk about how to use Nclex. Clear and audible. Yeah, you can see. Okay. All right. Okay. And so CGFNS, you just go in there. Not why is it taking me? I forgot procedure. Okay. All right. CGFNS. Yeah, so in Tucos CGFNS, so that is how it looks like. Just click on it. Let's see, and then you go to apply. So for applicants, you can see, okay, so CGFNS Connect portal, New Zealand, into Australia, and I think I don't know mobile use, but those of America for an idea, mobile use. CGFNS Connect portal, almost now is called True Merit, so it's redirecting in. Yeah, Nediwaba. And it will tell you to put in your email. Maya, do you want to give us your email? Maya, can you hear me? What's your email? If you had here AFIA, yeah, Mary, if you okay, yeah, 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 2000 at what you at then, yeah. It's a bohano you see your home, you know. Hey, Mary, how do you pronounce the other name? Sunyane and say. All right. So you just re-enter the email. Mary Fia NSENYIANA 2000 at gmail.com. Maya, you say a relationship to that thing. Maya, so they've sent you a code. Can you tell us? You have to reset it. It's also for so what we are doing is we are trying to go through the Nclex process. A lot of you want to start. You don't know where to start from. People want to write. You don't know how to go about it. So we've already said, say anyone can write the Nclex. If you're a general nurse, if you're a midwife, if you are a psychiatry nurse, if you're a public health nurse, you can write the Nclex. The differences and the challenges some of our colleagues are having has to do with the midwives. Midwives, psychiatry nurses, public health nurses. The problem is that the United States of America doesn't really recognize those certificates. I mean, in Ghana, it's a specialized course. In Europe, UK, Ireland, some of the countries do recognize that. But the Nclex RN is the general nursing we know. So if you want to write the Nclex exams, it means that you want to say that you are writing a nursing exam, and you want to come and work as a nurse, not as a midwife, not as a psychiatry nurse, or not as a public health nurse. So before they can agree or approve you to write the exams, they have to evaluate your credentials, the courses you did in school. Does it match up with the nursing courses they do in America? So the general nurses don't have a problem, but midwives and all the other ones has issues. But the good thing is that if you're a midwife, psychiatry nurse, public health nurse, and you have degree, you are 90% good to go. Or if you have what they call skirt and blouse, then, and so last time I saw a video, I think I didn't, yeah, but let me bring it here. If you have diploma in midwifery, public health, psychiatry, and you do degree in nursing, you are in a good spot. So you are good to write the Nclex. You can use CGFNS, what we are doing now. But if you're just a midwife, for instance, you're a diploma midwife, you are in school doing your degree or your top up in midwifery or general nursing, you can still start the Nclex process. You can start just that, like I said, you cannot use CGFNS because the possibility of bouncing you will be high and the money will not be refunded to you. So you can use the ERES. We will go into that. We will go into that shortly. But then we want to quickly go through the CGFNS and then we will see. Maya, have you been able to reset it? No, did you follow the link? They sent you a link. So they said reset it. So read and reset. Like reset your password and then let's go. But what you say? What you say? Yeah, man, I can hear you. Yeah, so anything so you do it on your side and then what's the you get what I'm saying? Yeah, do it and then let's get us a password and then we'll just enter. Hey, na password is so they send me. Maya, so I don't even have your number. And see, I hope that we get it. So this is the traditional way. You can start with the CGFNS, Nellis. Yeah, so um, yeah, the nurses no there. You are general nurse now. You stand only issues be brain. So CGFNS, someone was asking how much let me hear. YouTube for I see you guys, 54 guys, 54 of you on YouTube. Charlie, well done. May try Maya who that radio was. Papa Nelson, please can we start with one that's Rn so that people don't get Oh yeah. Yeah. So we're doing what else are we doing? Yes, so if you have degree in midwifery, yes, you can start. Yes. Hey Maya, yeah, but like I said, nurses, if you're a graduate nurse, if you just finish your rotation, if you're not able to, for instance, someone said she went to get clearance form, but they were giving her issues. So if you're, yeah, Nellis, I see you. I couldn't answer your call, Fachame. Yo, Scripty, I see you, bro. I see you. So if you're having issues with your with clearance, you can always start. Mini am there. See what's me engineer back up now is what's yeah, and yes. So you can skip this one, but the truth of the matter is that you definitely come back to this. It is EGFNS, whether you like it or not, you will still have to do it anyway. Permit here from UK. Yeah, so if you have cleared yourself, you don't have any issues with clearance, you can do the CGFNS we are doing. It's on TikTok, you will not see me. If you come on YouTube at Papa Nest TV, you will see what we are doing. We are going through the process. So you can do that. And then the other aspect is so I do registration or speak to some people to help in the registration sometimes. And because some of you, yeah, the oh, you work with me in ICU. Oh, really, Kelvin? Oh, Farmers. Yeah, I see you, bro. Charlie, what's up? I've got MSc Advanced Nursing. So yeah, so Ernestina, you are good to go. So you can do CGFNS. And this is what I think I've said this more than 4 times. If you're a midwife and you have degree or masters in nursing in, or even public health nurse, psychiatry nurse, if you have it in, oh Maya, yeah, maybe I say you are good to go. Maya. Oh, I should have just used. Maya, Maya now. Oh. Maya, we are waiting for you, Maya. Uh, hey, what else in New York, Anna? Can certificate nurses apply? Um, no. So this is our Nclex Rn. And we're here for diploma nurses, diploma midwife. So reality, so you still use your nursing. If you're working in the UK as a nurse now, yeah, you can. You can still, as far as you're a nurse, you are good to write English. Trust me. Yo, Manuel, I see you. As far as you're a nurse, you are good to go. Yeah. Oh, Maya, you are doing as well. Oh. Okay, I think so. Let me just use anyway. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, so my about we can go to the CGFNS. Until now we know, say, at least you know where to go. Like I showed on the screen. Over CGFNS now, they will tell you, oh, you're on phone with my. They will tell you, say now it is called True Merit. So with a True Merit, you go there, you create account, you prompt, and they're very easy. I just wanted Maya to, okay, to me right inside that. Then I'll show you how. I mean, they're pretty much simple. Or maybe so your name, date of birth, your address. Then you go to school or school information. These are all information about you. Yeah, these are all information about you. These are all information about you. And yes. So let me just. I think let the mobile steps so that ABR one because time will call and people are waiting. People are. So I've said earlier on. Let me repeat. Those of you, if you just join us, we're talking about the Nclex process. A lot of you want to know how to start. I get a question so many times. How do I start? Where do I start from? And depending on who you are, it depends on where you start from. But if you are a general nurse, you are good to start from anywhere. So there are two ways. There is a way. Yes. Also, please, I just finished the BSc nursing at the school level and will be writing NCC Pro. Yeah, you start. We'll come to that. It's the we will come to the questions. More relaxing, Maya. It's Maya back. Maya is not back. Okay. If you're UK nurse, what do you mean? Yeah, let me repeat myself again for the sake of those who just joined. So, boss day, I see you. And, where do I start from? How do I start the Nclex process? If you're a general nurse, I said you are in a good spot because you are good to start from anywhere. The traditional way we know is to start from, you can start with the credentials evaluation or groups. So the nursing credentials, you can start with them. And the popular one everyone uses is CGFNS. So with the CGFNS, now they are called True Merit. That's what we wanted to go through for people to see. I'm still waiting for Maya, but I want to go through it. If you're a midwife, a psychiatry nurse, now even psychiatry nurses, I'm told, have issues with ERES. It's more about YouTube, ERES. And so if you're a midwife, you want, I said, the CGFNS is still good for you as a midwife. It's a midwife into it, because after writing the exams, you will still need them to give you a visa screen. I'm told, sir, Joseph signing and they give visa screen. But then as a midwife, you will still need it. And Mr. Emabu Mfuse already, and it will be a psychiatry nurse, public health nurse, you will still need this. And Emabu for Nkobe, stay tuned and learn the CGFNS. Exactly. That's what Nelly is saying. You will definitely go back to them. So Victoria, so you can use both of them, and I say you are good. So or diploma, also or certificate, or your diploma or BSc, you can use because probably to at least diploma and BSc, so that it can give you both of winning now. Oh yes, so Jude, yeah, such a good question. Also, any husband. Also, if my husband has already passed the Nclex and I'm his dependent, can I use the New York board? Yes. Those of you in America already, you can use the New York board. You don't need, if you don't need visa screen, if you have American visa already and you don't need visa screen, you can use New York Board of Nursing. Those of you, if you just completed nursing school, if you just finished graduation, you don't have your NMC PIN, you don't have your NMC certificate, you've not signed your clearance forms, you can use New York Board of Nursing. to beat all these things. But then, like I said, for those of you who are in Ghana, if you write the exam, you still have to come back to CGFNS. So the midwives, psychiatry nurses, public health nurses, even though you are using ERES, those of you on YouTube, you can see the ERES. With the ERES, you will still have to come back to CGFNS later. And you don't say, oh, me, I'm a midwife, I don't need this. No, you will need it later, trust me. You will still come back to it. Oh, Nelly, what are you saying? You said there's a good news for midwives. Wait, answer that. Oh, no, it's fine. No, it's fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't need CGFNS again. Yeah. Mm. CGFNS. ERES. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Welcome. Now, now. It's fine. That's what I was calling you there. Don't worry. Yeah. So what all Nelly is trying to say, I mean, it's and you know, if you're a diploma midwife, and especially those of you diploma midwife and you are in school, I didn't even know this. You can start with ERES. They will evaluate your credentials, and then you register with the board of nursing. And so to now exams now. The time you get to your evaluation, to needing a visa screen, maybe you can where we school. And I remember saying Manuel said the last time I think when we had Manuel and Tilly, they said if you're a midwife, you start and also enroll yourself in school. So by the time you finish with the school, it might be the same time you need a visa screen, and then you just use your BSc or in nursing or midwifery to do it. But if you're a degree midwife, you can also start with CGFNS. Nelly, I'm right on that, right? Nelly, but what you mean? I'm saying that yeah, so I'm about yeah. It's a reason for so don't feel left out. So diploma. So that's what I'm saying. So that's the first step. The first step is to register with any of these credentials and do a diploma midwife, diploma psychiatry, diploma public health. Use ERES. Those of us on YouTube, you can see me. Use this one, ERES. So you just come here, hand your home now. Then you just come here, get started or sign up. Get started or you just sign up. And this is for those who are signing in. But then no, so you just sign up. Let me see. I mean, but may in shame say. You said that's not exist. So where do I say? Okay, professional. If you can see me on YouTube, you go, I think here, professional nursing credentials for nursing, who needs a nursing credentials. Yeah. Accepted by state nation. So you select your state. General requirements, your original degree, whatever certificate you need, basic service. So DS is 480. Okay, so ERES is $480. On a TGFNS here 485. Okay. Start your nursing evaluation. I think get started is here. No, they're still bringing me back. Midwives, we will come to this proper. But into Maya. Where is Maya? Okay, Elsie. Maya, and yet, you know. Oh, child. So, so the first thing, yes, you definitely need the evaluation. And I hope that we are clear on that. I think that we spent almost 40 minutes trying to explain the first step. The first step is your credentials evaluation. Until you after so we are general nurse, well, you are good to go. You can do this, or you can start with, say, for instance, New York Board of Nursing, which and then it gives you a bit of nurses, midwives, especially if you are in Ghana or if you are outside USA. Let me put it like that. If you are outside USA, you will still need, for instance, you're a nurse or whoever. Once you go the other way, you will still have to come back to CGFNS. I see. I'm waiting for my result. You can start now. Yes, it's me. I'm saying it. Me can't be my kind of one for. I mean, this is on YouTube. In we are very recording or hunting. When you be, I go to YouTube and play back. I'm saying, say, what we are doing now is the traditional way. The other way is that you can start with a nursing board. It's a New York Board of Nursing. The New York Board of Nursing. So it is good for those of you who just completed school. Those of you who just finished your rotation, because in Ghana we know, sir, before you get your nursing pin or certificate, you have to finish your rotation. So some people even traveled without doing the rotation, so they don't have certificate. You can still write Nclex, but you would have to go through New York Board of Nursing. But in economics, there's something called all things being equal, ceteris paribus. So if you have everything you need, you can use the traditional way. That is starting with the CGFNS. If you're a midwife, mental health nurse, and public health nurse, you can start with the ERES. I think we've made that clear. We've gone through all that. So once you've done these things, the first one, then the second one is so the CGFNS. Once you finish everything and you pay, so CGFNS is $485. If I convert it to Ghana money, 485. Those on anywhere, please can you guys convert for me? Midwives, ERES near $480. If someone converted to midwives, then converted 480, not nurses, then converted 485. So the first one you need a year, $485. $485. But you won't go, TikTok won't convert in Ghana cities, my $485,000, $485 and $480. Won't convert in my number 13. NAC a certificate in nursing associate clinicals, nursing assistant clinicals. 6,000 and wait, Arabaway here. CGFNS and I say CGFNS is $485. I mean, my see book no line. Wait to me, I'll check you. CGFNS. 6,305. Yes, relative, so yes, they can apply. So those on YouTube, you can see. So the CNS report, it's the specific. It doesn't say here. Okay. I'm trying to see if it doesn't say here. Making a payment of fees now. But I know it says, yeah, 485. 8485, no. Hey, 6,085 Ghana cedis. 480 in a year, 6,024. But what we shouldn't forget is this is based on the rate. And maybe so be and then no be any you know what I mean. Ghana, you say rate now. I mean, if anyone had done it 6 months ago, it will be cheaper because that land is what to say who, but they say no. Asap so much. So I mean sometimes, but because we are making it this way, you can do the conversion yourself. And to buy the plus or minus because you never know. Maybe I be do no. Now yes, sir. It's traditional way, no. Into we no evaluation area. Then there's something we call the assuming so you're a midwife, mental health, general nursing, whatever. Once you do that, this is the traditional way, starting with the the credentials evaluation. So you've done the credentials evaluation. Once you finish with that, if they think that, I was going to say this, yes. So they will, once you go through all the thing, make payment, they will give you a form to send to, you have 3 forms. You will send one to your nursing school, one to NMC Ghana, and one is supposed to be for your secondary school. But once you can upload, or you have to upload your WASI or SSE certificate yourself. So the third one meant for your secondary school, you can actually skip it and then upload your certificate from secondary school. So these 3 forms will be given to you, or you would have to print them yourself, fill your part, and then send them to Ghana or wherever you had your nursing school. So one to NMC Ghana, one to your school. I know some of the schools charge really, I mean, every school and how much they will charge for filling that. And then they would have to send it through DHL. So that amount, I'm not sure, but then you can, for instance, if anyone went to Confanochi, I think they charge somewhere 500 Ghana cedis or so. Will be Wahana say, but I mean, depending on the school you went, I know Legon charges $300. Legon charges $300. That is, I feel it's ridiculous, but again, that's how much they charge. But every school and how much they charge. So they will fill the form, add your transcripts. Some of the schools will give it to you sealed, and you have to send it through DHL. So how much DHL charges? As of now, I think some people said they were charging, I think $50 or so in Ghana. So you can convert that. So all these are monies, Rebecca said, unbudgeted. So after that, when NMC send an NMC Ghana to, so NMC charges 550 Ghana cedis for foreign verification. But NMC will tell you they need clearance forms first. So those of us that went to public diploma schools or training colleges, you would have to go and get a clearance form. I don't know how much you clearance form was. I think it was 200. So I don't know how much you pay for the clearance form. Who is this? Grandson of Aya. Vikoni Akwaba, senior. Some, she's one of the first midwife that I went through. Hey, Alaji, Alaji, I see you. Akwaba Minia. Hey, yeah, no, RNs in 24 is we are blessed. These are pioneers in America journey. She's a midwife. She was a midwife in Ghana, but she's now a USRN for over 4 years or 5 years or 6 years. Yeah. So yeah, nearly to Alaji welcome. Alaji is senior most RN here. So we are just trying to go navigate through the process of the Nclex journey. So once you send a form to NMC Ghana, like I said, NMC Ghana will request for clearance form. And see that's the reason why if you want to skip such stress for a starter, you can use the New York Board of Nursing. So if you use New York Board of Nursing, they will just give you a form to send to your school. But like I said, later on, you still have to come to the NMC. But again, say, for instance, on your clearance, you are better. Yeah, if you went to a private school, although the degree nurses, you don't need clearance form. So if you take your forms to NMC, you are good. So I take all I'm saying is that you've done the CGFNS. Did you use ERES? Yeah. Right. Yeah. CGFNS. Yeah, ERES. Yeah. 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 Yeah, correct. So I was, yeah, quick question. So I was asking, when you did the ERES, do you have to also send forms to your school and NMC? Yeah, NMC. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, yeah. So thank you. Yeah, so that's what So what I'm saying is, I mean, if you guys, Esiama, so Charlie, I did set you. Oh, Doctor Esiama, about your, what's me, an hour, you remember. So guys, yeah, so if you're a midwife, if you are a general nurse, if you use the ERES or CGFNS, you will still take some forms to one school to NMC. And NMC, all I'm trying to explain now is that if you went to any of the government schools and with diploma, you will need clearance. I don't understand that nonsense, but it is what it is. If you went to a private school or degree nursing or midwifery, you don't need clearance form. So you just go straight to NMC, pay your foreign verification form, and then you're good to go. And again, I'm saying, yeah, which has been off. It has been off for ages. The reason I'm saying it's nonsense is because the last people that officially signed a bond form for allowance completed school 8 years ago. Yeah, No, bounce it. So methodology, bounce it. Yeah, exactly. There's no form. Yeah. Yeah, but the reason they have to take it off because, and again, we can take them on. Because once bond forms, and you guys remember, I said, yeah, time you sign and you have it, it's like a contract. So what sign forms, literally. But when President Mahama Castle would chow in him, they said there's not going to be any bond form. And see, as and again, movie school last year, it's time I said, I know there is a discussion for another time, but as it stands now, you still have to do the clearance form anyway. It's still until they take it off completely. I know GRNA is trying to look into that and all, but then as it stands now, so are buying school, especially the diploma nurses or midwife, you will still have to do a clearance form. Okay, a degree nurse, degree midwife, or private nursing, you don't need bond forms. Clearance form. So you will deal with NMC directly, pay the foreign verification money, and then you're good to go. But and again, we are saying that if you want to stay stress away for a starter, because sometimes it can delay. Into one penny say maybe you want to get the exam as fast or as quick as you want. Then we can encourage you, say you can use the other method where you go straight with the board of nursing. That's New York Board of Nursing first. And you start with New York Board of Nursing. Or the form they give you is just to your school. So once your school sign the form, attach transcript, post it back to them, you are good to go. They'll give you the attestation to write the exams. After the exams, you still have to come to NMC through the CGFNS process I'm talking about. And I hope it's clear. But if you're a midwife, it's the same thing. Midwives, see, only degree midwife, CGFNS will not evaluate or do security. Some people manage to go through, but now, if especially midwife, we will encourage you to use ERES because CGFNS will not do it for you. If you're a degree midwife or if you have diploma in midwifery but degree in general nursing or midwifery, you can also use the CGFNS we are talking about. But again, if you have just diploma in midwifery and you really want to come to the United States of America, you can start with the ERES to evaluate your staff, but make sure, say, you will enroll in degree as soon as possible because even if you pass the exams, you will not get visa screen. And the visa screen, you have to still go back to CGFNS. So that's what I'm saying. I know Sikasem or Ghana is a whole lot, but if you truly mean and you want to do this, then you have to enroll yourself in school. And by the time you'll be required to do CGFNS for visa screen, maybe I know Ghana now school is 1 year, 1.5 years you can do it. It's the same for the public health nurses. Public health nurse, mental health nurses, who would degree you are good. But who need degree in a diploma, you can start with ERES. They will evaluate you. Nursing board, some of the nursing board will accept you. They will write your exams. But before you get a visa screen, because only visa screen now you cannot come to the United States of America. Go to make and go interview because one of the things they ask, compulsory things on visa will interview, so that's that. 2 years we are what filling form. So whether ERES or CGFNS, whichever you start with, depending on what qualification. Makase, you take the form, one of the forms, you take one of the forms to your school and another one NMC. NMC requires clearance form from nurses or midwives who went to the public nursing training college. If you are a degree midwife, if you went to the university, you are good. You don't need clearance. So NMC will do their part. You will pay $550 for them. Now you have to go through their WCEAP, pay 100, whatever. And it's all NMC issues. If you're in Ghana, you don't need about your say. So you're good. NMC send it to them, your school send it back to them. They feel you are in good spot. they will sign you off. Some of the board, for instance, Texas Board of Nursing, which I used, they will ask you to do a jurisprudence exams. I think it's about $75 or so, and you will require to do. Okay, no, let's wait. So no, yeah, okay. So NMC send it back to them. They review everything, and they will issue your credentials evaluation report. So when the report is issued and said, "Oh, Charlie issued, ready to go," you will definitely choose a board of nursing or a nursing board. So the nursing board, you need to register with them, also provide your information and everything, and they will wait from the report from the credentials board. So once they have it, so as part of the board registration, some of them will require you to do exams. For instance, Texas will require you to do a jurisprudence exams. It's about $75. New York Board of Nursing will require you to do child abuse, and then the other one, infection prevention. And look at the effort. The last time we helped someone, it was about, both of them were about $60. And the Board of Nursing will also charge you for something, and based on their charge. And first of all, we've said about the the CGFNS and ERES, which is about CGFNS. You say, let me look at the price again. 6,085 Ghana cedis, and the ERES near about 6,024. And then the board and it's okay, everything is good, you've done. But some of the boards will ask you to do fingerprinting. I mean, what you can fingerprint, you just buy from Amazon, and then what in with your ink, none what push your out. But if you Ghana, so I know you can do it yourself. But pass any of the police stations, Ghana on Bayama, we are a large batch time out Ghana there. Alaji. One, okay, one, yeah, Cheba. Oh, police. Okay, that's late. Okay, Central. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, fingerprint. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm told that now you can even do it in. I mean, Kumasi. You can just now you say, uh-huh. Yeah, right. But I mean, now I'm also told that on my distribute way, So most of the police stations, especially with the fingerprints, they can do it for you. Even in police clearance, on my distribute way. So most of the police stations will do it for you. So I mean, it's not every board of nursing that requires you to do fingerprints anyway. But so board of nursing requires you to do a fingerprint. Especially me, I used Texas into. Yeah, yeah, it's a sponsorship for, yeah, 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 yeah. Because now, see, unfortunately, agencies now are not sponsoring our people from Ghana, and see, we want to encourage them to try and because of delays. Now, I think it's a retrogression into OGP. Say, Ocho to OGP almost you delay near the end. Advance for now, I'm told they asked. Mm, Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, and this is about 3 years ago. Yeah, yeah, because yeah, it's because as it stands now, for the last, for instance, this 2025 year, who message you on work actually say backlog in the doors, they are not, but yeah, Avant is still recruiting from Ghana, but I'm on also no. Well, I need to assess our time. I'm on no money come for not in a year, Frank. But say, oh, I see Ghana for Nibia could income one or more training. So, unfortunately, they don't really ɔmonyɛ bio ɔmɔyɛ a yɛsɛ ɔmɔyɛ live interview ni ahwɛ wo what they said nka me yie na wabɔ wo walog into pay slip so that they see say hospital ni din ni wɔ pay slip so I say we need the over any day. Yeah, yeah. Challenge there obi be say di nti mama yɛ to aso beti no ha nti wawie NMC awie so why registration no NMC awie o de nneɛma na call they've sent it back to them. You do the board registration. Board registration, I said, sir, the fee depends on board be how much they will charge you. Like I said, so we use New York. New York will charge you just 143, but then over your exams, Texas and so on, it your charge you. It's a board of nursing be our person or you know, it be how much they will charge you, but it differs. Illinois, okay, right, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.